Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the second episode of the Combo Podcast, a weekly PC gaming show about PC gaming. Say hello to my special guest, the Conman. How are you, Conman?
I'm good. I don't feel so special. I'm here every time. Hello, greetings, welcome, all the hello words.
No, you're just here for the second time. By the way, if we lost enthusiasm, it's because this is the fourth take.
400th, you mean? It's always something interrupting.
Yeah, so many issues.
God damn it, postman. I don't want my post now. Go away.
The one day it's early.
Yeah. Jesus.
Here they just come at 3 o'clock. I mean, so sad.
Yeah. It's usually 4 o'clock here. What the hell? Anyway, games.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, good. Yeah. So, are you doing okay?
I'm doing okay, as I sound really enthusiastic.
Good, because you're going to tell me what you've been playing this week.
Oh, what have I been playing? Oh, Lego Star Wars Saga. Full saga, in fact.
Oh, yeah, Lego. I love Lego.
I know.
They're all the same, but I love them all.
It's all the same. That's why I've only got one of them. And of course I picked the best one, obviously.
Yeah.
The first game I ever 100%ed. Back when I was playing it on the Xbox.
I'm sorry, what? I didn't hear that.
Oh, sorry, I was just saying Xbox. That's why you didn't hear it. Don't worry.
I think your mic cut out again. Anyways, so the only game I've ever 100%ed was Toy Story 3. It was actually a very good game. Fairly well received, actually.
I seem to remember you saying something about it being like a kid-friendly GTA, and I don't remember why.
I'm not sure if that's an accurate description still. But yeah, it's like two games in one. One, you have missions, story, and then this other open world kind of thing. I don't know, I just have a very fond memory of it. Good times.
It seems to be the case with a lot of games that you play when you're younger. Like with the Lego Star Wars, now that I've played it recently, I can't actually think of too many things that make it amazing. I mean, it's a good game, but I can't see why I'm so fond of it. I think it's more of a nostalgia thing, even though I didn't actually play it that long ago when I come to think of it.
Yeah. Well, I like Toy Story. It's on PC. I'm not sure if it's on Steam, though, so...
It's probably on GOG or something.
But I actually recommend it if you find it somewhere. No joke, there's actually a bunch of YouTubers who said the same. I'm not sure if they're huge YouTubers, but it's actually fairly well received. So how's Lego Star Wars?
It is good. And I have no idea how I managed to 100% it, because going through the first level and trying to find all the collectibles and such, and I'm just looking at these things going, how do I get that? How? How do I do it? How did I do it with my tiny brain back then?
Sometimes, yeah. You just think, wait, I was really young and I sucked at video games back then, so how did I do that? I finished GTA San Andreas, it was ages back. And then when I replayed it a few years ago, it was so hard. Especially that motorcycle mission where you're supposed to chase the train and shoot the guy.
Oh, yeah.
That was so bad.
Biking in all of the old GTAs was really difficult anyway.
And then it's just you chasing a train, and then it's not even you shooting, it's a drive-by. Probably one of the worst missions ever in any game.
Ever in all gaming. Guaranteed fact.
Fact. The Conman approves.
Conman stamp approval. That's my thumb approving it.
Right. So, what else has your thumb been approving this week?
My thumb has approved Old World, new and tasty. Damn, more nostalgia.
Yeah. I watched you play that on Steam broadcast, you might have noticed.
I may have noticed from you requesting to watch me play it.
Yeah.
I just thought it was a random pop-up from Steam, so I just accepted it, of course, without reading it.
How is it? As good as you remember?
With all these remakes and reboots, it's usually just as good, but with extra added on afterwards.
Mm.
So, as you will be able to see, updated graphics and such. But also, the mechanics are a bit better, because the movement and such is more fluid, which makes running away from stuff a lot easier as well. Actually, that's one problem I've got with it. It feels easier. It's the thing I've found with a lot of games, so when they're remade, it's just they feel easier
Too many frames per second.
Too many FPS. I mean, it's not like we can see more than 24 anyway, right?
Yeah, I mean, cinematics.
It's just a waste of computer resources. I mean, what's the point?
Yeah, what were they thinking when they made 60 FPS monitors? Jeez. And now this new propaganda. 144 hertz G-Sync. Yeah. Like that works.
I know, it's just a money sink. What is the point? I mean, it's just such a waste of money. It's not like I want to buy those monitors or anything.
I still want one. I have yet to play in 144, 120 hertz. But I feel like 60 hertz still isn't good enough on some monitors.
Yeah.
Because it feels slow.
I've noticed that after overclocking my monitor to 66 hertz, which is something I didn't even realize you could do until recently. 66 hertz, even that extra 6 hertz, makes it look so much nicer. I mean, I would run it at 75, but then all the pixels seem to stretch out on my monitor, which means it's probably breaking, so I should not do it at 75 hertz. But it looks so nice, so smooth. Silky smooth.
That's what makes the stupid argument that 30 FPS is sufficient just a terrible argument. I mean, no, yes, you can see above it, and yes, it does make the game more fluid. Yes, it's a win-win.
Yes, I think the main argument is that you don't need it to be able to play games. It's still playable at a 30. It's just the argument I put in is, it's nicer. Why would you not want more?
Yeah, I recall playing, was it Arkham City? On an inferior gaming machine. And, and then I played it on...
Not angering anyone here.
Hey, this is a PC gaming podcast. If
you don't like it, get out of here. This is my town, my lawn.
Yeah.
Get off my lawn.
Yeah. Running Arkham City on 60 FPS, the fighting is just... It's so much better. When you go back to it, it's almost unplayable.
Especially with first-person shooters, in fact. Because although it's still playable at 30, after a while you can actually notice the latency.
Exactly, yeah.
And in first-person shooters, especially if you use Twitch reactions instead of actual strategy like me, it's essential to be able to get that extra speed.
Yeah, no, if you have 120 hertz, right, reaction times are incredible. So you do notice things at 120 FPS, and then Counter-Strike players are obsessed with it. Oh no, I don't even have a 120 FPS monitor, but my FPS just went down to 190.
Yeah. 290, no. Whatever will I do? And yet you've still got people on consoles going down to 15.
I don't even understand. Yeah, cool, shiny levels, but it doesn't feel good.
Shiny. I still don't get why console games don't have graphic options, because it is proven to be possible. I mean, I can't remember exactly what game, but there was a game on PS3 where you could choose between 720p and 1080p, so you could choose between 60 and 30 FPS.
I do recall Battlefield 3 having the option of turning off anti-aliasing, so you could have a slightly better frame rate. It looked worse, around the edges, but it was the option, and it was more fluid, less laggy.
Yeah, and that's the main reason why I like PC. It gives you choice, it gives you more options, so you can customize everything the way you want it to be.
Yeah, because humans want to choose, and PC does allow you to do that. Anything else you've been playing?
I believe that's it. Have a quick look. Yeah, that's all I've been playing. I haven't been playing much. It's really depressing.
Disappointing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to rely on you to talk about stuff now. Go. What have you been playing?
Oh yeah. Game Dev Tycoon was on sale.
Ah, yes.
And as we all know, or may know, it's based on Game Dev Story, a mobile game by Kairosoft. Pretty good one. I think it's a Japanese dev. I used to play that about 3-4 years ago. You might remember. And it was a very good game. It's all about having your own game studio and then growing bigger and then making the perfect game. Making money and then...
Money!
Yeah, develop new technologies and so on. Game Dev Tycoon, which came out, I think, 2012 or 2013. I can't remember, but it was green-lighted a while back. Green lit. Green lit. Green light. Green lit.
Green lighted. We gave it a green backlight because it needed that green glow.
Yeah, so it's the same, pretty much the same game, but just, with more depth. And I've been playing about 8 hours, 7 hours of it. I finished it. Well, finished in the sense that 35 years in game passed. And yeah, I've been playing so much of that, even though I should have been doing productive work.
Revision. You should have been doing things, important things.
I enjoyed it. It adds depth in areas you wanted to have depth. You can now have small games, large games, AAA games, and you can choose multi-genres later on if you research that. So it can be not just an action game or an RPG game, but you can combine those, action RPG. I like that a lot.
You can even research your own consoles and such, can't you?
Yeah, later on in the game, you get an R&D lab. You can have your own MMO. Just, yeah, like you would expect the PC game to improve on the mobile game. It's very enjoyable. Because the tricky part is in not spending too much money and still creating this good combination that makes you a lot of money in the game. So Ninja action game works well. Ninja simulator game doesn't, and so on.
Ninja simulators. I thought those were the best sort of things, though. What the hell? I want my ninja simulators.
But yeah, I think that the joy comes from finding the combinations that work together and getting as many games sold as possible, and yeah, just enjoy my time.
And in a game like that, the depth is pretty important, since the gameplay elements are quite basic, though, because it's a lot more about like getting quantities in the right area and figuring out how much you should hype something and not, how much time you should spend in each like section of a development cycle.
Yeah. I mean, just like the mobile game, there's more than meets the eye. It looks very simplistic. It doesn't have many animations or anything. Yeah, you could say it's just a text-based game essentially, with a few animations. But it plays well, and it's really fun. Really fun.
Sometimes simple games like that are really enjoyable.
Yeah, and the best part is getting a 10 out of 10 review, 4 of them, and then just selling 2-3 million copies, and you're like, yeah, I did it without a publisher.
10 out of 10. Yep. And then having that one person who gives you a 9.
Yeah.
And then you hate them for the rest of existence.
Really. Well, because, one broken mechanic in the game is that you can't bribe game reviewers. Yeah, you actually rely on making a good game in your skills. But I think that's the worst aspect of the game, and I think, I won't give it a 10 out of 10, but a 9 out of 10 as a result. Solid game, but needs improvement.
Room for improvement, 10 out of
10. 9 out of 10.
So, anything else you've been playing?
Anything else? I have been playing some GTA. Very little, though. I finished the story, like I said last week.
You finished that very quickly.
Yeah, I did.
You sound so disappointed.
Yeah, I am, because I'm disappointed because, well, I got attached to the story and was so good. It was genuinely good. Also, normally in GTA games, you have at 70% you complete the story, and this was about 62 or 63, I think. So there was a lot of story, but the amount of side missions are amazing, and then random events and so on. Yeah, like I said, it feels more alive. Yeah, I've been doing that. Just tune cars, do some side missions. Since you've been busy, Yeah, since you've been busy, I haven't been playing online. We should play that.
Yeah, we need to play more of that. I've done hardly any missions online. Makes me so sad.
Yeah, I
need to do
mean,
more.
I just got to level 12 and which allows me to start heists.
Yeah.
And then you stop playing.
I disappeared. No. Must come back. I will be back.
Well, it's really good. I'm not going to say it's better than San Andreas was for me at the time, but it is probably on that level. But then again, there's some nostalgia attached to that.
For me, it is simply because I didn't play enough of San Andreas.
At the time, it was... Damn, I mean, you have 3 cities. You've got the rural area and all that. You could fly stuff. I mean, at the time, wow. It was PS2 days.
They even had these sort of stats as well, where if you ate too much, you became fat, and if you went to the gym, you could beef up a bit and become better at running for longer times and such, which is great.
You could go to the gym, work out, get bigger or get huge, fat. It doesn't have that. So, but I do like that you can fly again, and it's a lot of. I think GTA 6 will be back on San Andreas level, essentially.
Flying. Oh, how I missed you. So nice to have it back.
Yeah, just crash into buildings. All right, do you want to talk about mods? GTA 5 mods?
Yeah. Recently, people have been getting banned for the use of FOV mods, because in the new thing, first-person mode was quite a big thing for people. I mean, this is quite a large reason for people buying the game twice or even 3 times. And the problem was that makes something so small sound like such a huge problem, but it actually is, considering people get quite bad motion sickness from this sort of thing. And there are a lot of people who want to play this in first-person mode.
I didn't feel comfortable playing it first person. It feels bad.
Feels wrong. But the problem is, people, well, as people do, they take things into their own hands if the devs won't. And as a result, people have had to mod. But this means that they've had to use a bunch of stuff which modifies like the in-game memory whilst it's playing, and VAC and such. They pick up on that, any sort of modifications to the memory whilst it's running. A lot of people have been getting banned for simply trying to make the game more comfortable for them.
Is that for GTA Online?
Yeah.
Right.
After reading up, I noticed that they don't ban people for using mods single player. If that was the case, I think there would have been an enormous uproar.
Yeah.
People's heads would have rolled.
Get the pitchforks out, lads.
Get the pitchforks. We're on a hunt.
I don't know. It's terrible. I mean, it's just the FOV. Does it give you I mean, a lot of people say that. Well, that was before. The FOV was. People got banned for it. People were saying that it gives you an unfair advantage, but in this case, it doesn't, because you can, if you want an advantage, you can go into third-person mode.
Yeah, because third-person mode gives you even more an advantage.
Yeah, I mean,
if it's a first-person only game, then yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean,
it's not.
Especially because if you're trying to look around corners, you can't do that. You have to get your head out and.
And then risk it being shot off. Yeah.
Exactly. While it's in third person, no one sees you, but you see them. Right? Because of the camera angles. So,
then just pop out and scare the crap out of them.
So is that specifically FOVs or just any? Is the system detecting any discrepancies?
It detects anything that modifies the in-game memory.
Oh, that's bad.
So FOV is included. But it's annoying since people who are doing something seemingly harmless are getting sent to the cheater servers, because as people might know, Rockstar deal with cheaters by sending them to their own servers where they can play with their own kind, which is actually a really great way of dealing with hackers and cheaters. But,
the cheaters pool. Yeah.
yeah, but it does mean
That's
there are
pretty good.
people who did nothing wrong are stuck with the scum, basically.
Must be horrible.
Just drowning in the pool of dirt.
Must be terrible because you already die by random people shooting you, but now imagine getting just dying from cars flying on top of you. Just going bam.
You literally spawn in and explode. That's all that happens. It's like a Mortal Kombat finisher. You just spawn in and just turn into chunks.
Finish him!
Finish him! Hacks enabled, and he just dies.
Bloody Scorpio, I always hated you.
Oh, I know you do.
Damn it. I mean, every single Mortal Kombat I've played, with Scorpion is just OP.
Even not in Mortal Kombat, in
Injustice.
That teleport move. It's ridiculous.
Oh, it's so OP. OP.
Just teleport behind, and again, and again.
Please nerf. Please nerf.
Please nerf. Please nerf. Higby nerf, please.
Well, based on what they've been doing recently, with microtransactions and so on, they're not going to nerf anything. Yeah. Well, GTA. Have you looked at the Tsunami mod?
No, I have not.
Oh, it's been out for a while, but there's already a good pool of interesting mods. So the Tsunami mod, I'm trying to say it in a Japanese way. Tsunami. So it's not really a tsunami mod, but it's it raises the sea level. So all of the city is, covered in water, and up to the level of the skyscrapers in the downtown Los Santos. And it's just so amazing. Because so in the video, the person who demonstrates it dives down, and you can hear those screams going. It's like Rapture in BioShock.
Oh, yes. The atmosphere in that.
And then you just see cars float all about. It was quite cool. It's very nice.
Quite cool. Looking at these images, I'd say it's a bit more than quite cool.
Yeah, I mean, go check that out. Support modding.
Support
It's
mods with a donation button.
Support freedom. Yeah, no. Support mods by forcing you to pay.
Yep. Everyone, do it. Do it now. Force you to pay. Must be done.
Also, there's been a new ice enhancer, for GTA 4.
Ah, yes.
Yeah. So that's coming to GTA 5, so...
Yes, I hope it actually works this time. I could never get it to work on GTA 4.
It was so hard to mod as well, in general.
And as you know, I am a graphics whore, so not being able to get a graphics mod to work just makes me die inside. I die a little
At
bit
least
inside.
for now, it
every time
looks
that
amazing
happens.
nonetheless.
Yeah, it
The
still
game looks
looks
amazing.
fantastic.
It looks... I mean, I still remember the moment when I started, and then you're inside, and you look at the sign, and it was the best looking sign I've ever seen. You could read the entire sign. It looked like
It's like, so sir, what was the best part of this game for you? The signs, they were amazing. So HD.
the wall on the first level. It was so good. No, I actually stood there for 20 seconds. I stood there for 20 seconds admiring it. Oh.
It's not the first game you've done that with either. I remember you sending me screenshots of Hitman, just you looking at post-its on this board, just saying, I can read everything. It's amazing.
Hitman and Mirror's Edge, compared to other games at the time, looks amazing. And that's 2008. Yeah, Hitman. Any other games? Not really, but there aren't that many games that go damn. Because once you see it, you go, cool.
It's like, cool. Okay,
Yeah.
next.
Cool. Yeah. But yeah, so commence the Pimp My GTA 5 graphics.
If only we had music to go for that right now. That
San Andreas
stereotypical
music.
lowrider. Yeah, that music.
So let's move on.
Bethesda are for the first time holding a
Yes.
conference at E3.
Mm-hmm.
E3. Actually, when is E3?
You must
Completely
be
forgotten.
fairly excited about
Oh, I
this.
am. Next month, was it? Soon. Isn't it a month or two at least? I think so.
I think it's in a month.
Yeah.
It's soon.
It's soon. Not soon enough. I need to know what they're announcing. At this point, I think Fallout 4 is a guaranteed. There's been so much surrounding that, and if I recall, there were actually some posts saying that they are developing it and it's going to be in Boston or something like that, I believe.
Right.
So I'm pretty sure Fallout 4 is going to be announced. But usually a single game isn't enough to make someone who hasn't done a conference before suddenly, we need to do a conference. So it's going to be big.
Imagine this, right? So it's an hour-long conference, last 5 minutes. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this conference of the new games we are publishing. Not Fallout 4 or anything interesting. And then they go, we are excited to introduce this amazing new VR headset.
Another person with a VR headset. Oh my god. No, they're going to announce paid modding again, aren't they? Paid modding's back.
No! No, don't do this, please.
Please no.
So we have had issues with charging for mods on the Steam platform. So we made our own platform where we can charge freely.
Oh yes. So we will take 75% of all money going through.
Because 45 wasn't enough, bro.
No, of course not. Enough shitting on them.
I bet that's gonna happen. Remember Valve having a conference?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they might announce this, and then we're working with HTC for this new VR headset. I hope you like it. Okay, bye.
Yeah. Whilst everyone was like, we've got to have Half-Life 3. Nobody gave us Half-Life 3. We're waiting for that still. Maybe one day.
Half-Life 3. I haven't played the previous Half-Lives, and I feel like I shouldn't because Half-Life 3 is never going to come out.
I don't want to be stuck in this cycle of despair like everyone else.
Like all of the internet.
Just clawing away. Give me Half-Life 3, please. I think when Half-Life 3 is released, I will go and play them. Until then, I don't want to play them because I'll just get frustrated. It's like when you're watching a TV series and they just stop halfway through for an age, and you're just sitting there going back, is there another episode? Nope. Is there another episode? Nope.
Suits did that mid-season. They just go, oh yeah, we're going to have a break till January. So no new episodes till January. And there was 3 months or so.
3 months?
So 2-3 month break, and then they had a final 3-4 episodes, and then that's done. Oh,
it's just in that 3 month period, you're just sitting in a corner, rocking backwards and forwards, going, come on. Only 2 months and 3 days and 4 hours left. Come on.
I like Suits, but kind of turning too much of a love.
Too much love for you. It's like, love makes me sick.
Bring me the law. Bring me people suffering.
I don't want any of this lovey-dovey stuff. I want people's pain. I live on people's pain.
Well, the Lincoln Lawyer, I watched that, and it gave me the amount of American crappy law. The American crappy lawyer saving crappy people from having done crappy things, blah blah blah. But
crappy people from crappy situations and crappy towns and crappy things.
And then it realized the client did it, and he's guilty, and then here's this.
And then just screw that guy. Screw that guy. Wow, quite the tangent. How do we get from Bethesda conference to this? Jeez.
Who's Bethesda?
Oh, it's a client from Suits, if you remember. But yeah, a big conference.
All right, E3. It's just a huge hype show.
It's a huge hype show, and it's also mostly for businesses, from what I've heard. A lot of the time, it's not that great to go to as a consumer, from what I've heard.
I don't know. Gamescom seems to be cool. You know Gamescom? It's in Cologne, Deutschland.
Deutschland.
And I don't know. The thing is, right? There was so much stuff in Germany. I never went to any of them. Cologne was a 20-minute car drive away.
20 minutes?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be amazing. I would have gone to that. I think,
Yeah.
I've only ever been to one convention. That was like the Comic-Con back in October.
The only convention I've ever been to was Expo 2001 in Hanover. By the way, I did live in Germany, and I'm from Germany.
He is.
I've been living in the UK land since...
From Deutschland to UK land.
6 years. Almost 6 years. Shit,
son.
Yeah. Right. Anything else interesting?
The Witcher 3, yes. It was something you brought to my attention, in fact. There was a bunch of screenshots on NeoGAF, was it?
Yeah. I visited the site for the first time ever, and then I got this bad news.
Yeah, there was a person who made a post showing a lot of comparison pictures between early demo footage and more recent footage. And at first I was thinking, is this a comparison between console and PC stuff? And then later you told me to look at one particular screenshot that actually specifically says it was shown as a thing for Nvidia.
Yeah, a promo screening.
Yeah, promo for Nvidia.
Yes.
So, which means the downgraded footage is for The Witcher 3. God damn it. I hope they're not doing this again. Not another game, I can't take it.
What worries me is that it's CD Projekt, who have a good reputation.
I know, they have a big reputation for supporting PC games, mostly. I mean, The Witcher 1 and Witcher 2, they were originally developed for PC. Did they come to console later on? I'm not sure.
They came
they
later
did.
on. This is a, multi.
Yeah. This one's a simultaneous release, is what, though.
Yeah.
Which I just hope not. Hope they aren't downgrading.
That would be really, really sad.
Yeah. Especially for a game developer with a reputation for nurturing PC games.
I'll nurture you, my friend.
But it's so sad to see these things. I'm still not 100% because I did not see anywhere confirming, and when looking, I'm not sure if the NDA is off for YouTubers, because I'm pretty sure I heard some of them talking about the game yet. But I think they're no longer under NDA, which means they can talk about it freely, but I haven't heard any of them mentioning stuff about graphical downgrades either. So I'm not 100% sure about it.
There might just be that, they didn't look at trailer footage then. I mean, those screenshots go into detail, a lot of detail. So, for example, there's a castle, there's a bit of a split, right?
Yeah, there's a crack through the brickwork.
Yeah, a huge crack, and
also the edge has this different brick formation.
Exactly, so you can tell it's further away, and now it looks more flat. I mean, we will have the link to the NeoGAF thread in the show notes for your convenience.
If you so wish to go look at it.
But then again, I don't know. It might be a console thing, but the thing is, what worried me is that Nvidia, it's of all people, Nvidia posted those screenshots, And then why would Nvidia use console footage?
Because Nvidia's not even in any of the new consoles either. I mean, all the new consoles use AMD hardware, don't they?
Precisely, yeah.
So there would be no point in that.
Also, they're trying to, build PC gaming as a, more prominent way to play games. And there's absolutely no reason for them to use console footage, screenshots, and I don't know. I'm worried, but yeah, go ahead.
I mean, recently, I think it was for The Witcher 3, Microsoft actually got told off for using PC footage instead, whilst advertising Xbox One instead of using the actual Xbox One footage.
Yeah.
So they wouldn't deliberately show console footage. They'd want to show the best graphics they have.
Exactly. Yeah. There's. I don't know. I'm not gonna buy it until at least until the Ultimate Edition comes out, the Enchanted Edition, or what is it?
The
when
Ultimate
it's for
Enchanted Edition.
£3 for all of the content.
Yep, £3 for
Literally
the next
everything.
5 games, actually. So, but I would be skeptical. I mean, I didn't see anything in the thread that would prove it to be 100% fact, so just be skeptical, but yeah, take it all with a pinch of salt, as they say.
What you're saying is we should cancel pre-orders and boycott CD Projekt.
Oh yeah,
got it.
Clearly.
Let's get your pitchforks out.
The pitchforks are back. Hang on, let me just go into my library.
Yes.
And cancel my pre-order now. I need to do it now. Let me just get on that. There we go. Pre-order cancelled.
What? Wait, you pre-ordered?
What? No,
what?
Yeah.
Damn. No pre-orders, man. Pre-orders are bad.
I'm stuck in the loop. I'm part of the problem now.
So in other CD Projekt news, GOG.com, that's Good Old Games, they are releasing their own Steam-like overlay thing client called GOG Galaxy. You signed up for the beta, got an email, and tried it out, and well, it's another Steam, but it has a few intriguing features, and it's completely, voluntary. You don't have to. You don't have to have it in order to get the games from GOG.
Yeah, because GOG's got the DRM thing, DRM free thing going for it.
Mentality.
Mentality.
Yeah, it has. I mean, this DRM free stance, so, and that this client reflects that. And the interesting feature is cross-platform. Well,
cross-platform.
It's not quite cross-platform, but you can have Steamworks players have matches with the GOG Galaxy players. Yeah, Steam only does if you choose to do the Steamworks, it's this entire system with DRM and matchmaking if you want to have it. But it's not their service. Okay. Yeah, so GOG players can play with Steam players. And you can, have cross-platform play. So it's not like, well, you can have a game on GOG and Steam and still have the people play together. And what I found interesting, it's another feature, is rollback. So if an update breaks your game, or for whatever reason, you want to go back to the previous version, you can do that just by doing the rollback, I think it's called. Yeah, rollback. So you can just go to the previous version, download that without any issues. So, especially for people who mod. So if a mod breaks your game, you just go back to the other version.
That's actually a really useful feature.
Yeah, I like DRM free, but the thing with Steam games was that they had features that you want to have, but even though it results in you being locked into the Steam.
The main thing is
ecosystem.
convenience, really. It's all there in one place.
Yeah.
And people love convenience.
And finally, this option allows for people to leave Steam and still get the convenience they desire. So that's good. I mean, it does mean having another stupid software, piece of software on your PC, but I know this is actually a good one. Yeah, well, potentially it is. Yeah,
potentially. Yes, it's still in beta, so there's going to be a lot of changes.
I don't know. Probably, I think it's releasing today, or it released. Well, at the whenever the podcast is released, by then probably comes out. Because I think they want to have it out before Witcher 3 comes out.
The Witcher 3 comes out in a week or two. No, not a week or two. Well, it's soon. Yeah. A couple of weeks at least.
There's a good chance of it then being released on the Monday. So today probably, or maybe tomorrow. But yeah. Well, I don't have many games on GOG, but it does work.
I don't have any games on GOG, so I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Well, you do own The Witcher 2, right?
Which
on Steam?
I do. Yes, I do have that on Steam.
It gives you a code, so you can register it on GOG.
Really?
Yeah. Oh. So you can have it on GOG as a backup copy or whatever.
How did I not know this? Damn it.
Yeah, that should be the same. Oh, and you get a discount of 5% if anyone adds it to GOG and decides to buy the third game.
Okay. Well,
5% discount or something.
Not that we're pre-ordering The Witcher 3, of course. Cancelling all the pre-orders, right?
Anything. I'm just waiting for Steam sales as usual. Steam sales so good.
Yep.
That's perhaps the best part about PC gaming. Steam sales, 3 times a year. And then you have humble store sales, and then you have humble bundles. There's just...
Yep. Who doesn't love buying a game for £4?
I haven't paid a full price in 4 years.
In a long time.
Yeah, bloody hell. I mean, even for City Skylines, I bought that at launch, and I still got a deal on Green Man Gaming, was it? Yeah. They had a good promotion on that as well. Whilst console players, they pay, what, £40? Isn't it PS4 have, and Xbox One have £50 games, £60 games?
Yeah, games have been climbing up recently, up towards the £50 to £60 mark, which is ridiculous.
Yeah, but it is.
I mean, when you think about it, that's
a lot of money.
That's an eighth of the price of the console.
Oh, wow.
I mean, jeez.
Eighth. That's... I mean, people say PC gaming is expensive. Well, on second look, it isn't. It's expensive if you want to have a 970, 2 of them, and then you want to have an overclocked CPU and buy the water cooling CPU fan and whatnot. It can be expensive, but it can be cheap.
It's the initial price.
You can have this. I mean, you can whatever the PlayStation 4 costs. Was it £300? So, 350. You can buy an equally or slightly more powerful PC. Or build a more powerful PC for pretty much the same price.
Yeah.
And then get the games for much cheaper.
Same performance.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's just a misconception, really, about the whole. There's literally no reason for you not to play on PC. If you want to play with a controller, fine, you can attach that. If you want to play with keyboard and mouse, you can do that. If you want to play with a PlayStation 3 controller, I do that. I have one.
We both do that, in
fact. Yeah, exactly. And some guy made some driver for it. It works. I can use an Xbox One if I wanted to. I can attach it to my
I
TV.
can even use a PS2 controller if I so desired.
Exactly. You can do whatever you want.
Yep.
I can stream on Twitch, and if I wanted to, I can do anything at the same. Yeah.
It's all about freedom.
I mean,
Freedom.
There's literally no reason for you not to have one, not to game on PC. I mean, maybe now and then this one game comes out that you really want to play, then that's fine. But PC games have more exclusives anyway, so you always sound better off with the PC.
Not that we're selling the PC or anything. PC.
Yeah, we should. PC in stores now. Get the bundle with all the
Pre-order
games.
the Witcher 3 PC bundle now. Oh wait, we're not pre-ordering the Witcher 3. I forgot about that. Cancel your pre-orders now.
I never liked pre-orders. Why did people? What was it? Wasn't the initial reason to get pre-orders so you can have the game on time when it's released?
Yeah, that's how it was when I first did pre-ordering. You'd say go down to Game or something, and you'd hand in £5, and they would hold you a copy of it just so there would be a copy of it waiting for you when you get there, because it might sell out or something like that.
Well, then pre-ordering makes no sense on
Yeah, because
digital
they're not going to run out, are
at
they?
all. Then
Really, now pre-ordering's just about getting bonuses and such.
even then, you get this really OP gun, and then it's not really OP on launch.
That and getting people to buy your terrible game before they realize it's terrible. Assassin's Creed Unity, hint, 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 hint.
Just Ubisoft in general. Hint.
Yes, back to the subject of graphical downgrades. Watch Dogs.
Oh.
You, and the fact that somebody actually found out that the graphics were actually still in the game, they just nerfed it.
But what annoys me more is that the game wasn't good. Apparently,
Yeah,
that's what really annoys me.
It wasn't bad, but it was just mediocre. Really,
the concept could have been great. So when I saw the trailers and so on, I just imagined, you could do this and then this and this, and it's nothing like it. Mind you, I haven't played it, but I've read reviews and watched other people play it a bit, and it's just disappointing.
I've tried out the game. It is very mediocre. It's not a bad game. It's not a good game. It's just a game.
Speaking of dogs in games, Sleeping Dogs, good game. That is a really, really good
Pre-order
game.
now.
Pre-order now on a Steam sale for $2.
For 2 cents.
Sleeping Dogs, I liked it so much. I always go back to it now and then.
I still need to finish that game. I'm so bad at finishing games.
You have a backlog, man. I
have a massive backlog.
I have a backlog of what, 3-4 games? And then
I have way over 10 games that I haven't finished, and there are actually a couple of games I haven't even played. This is what Steam does to you. You buy so many games because they're so cheap and you never play any of them.
Right. So anything else this week? I mean, as in releases, so Witcher 3 isn't coming out.
That is... Hang on, let me just quickly check. That is coming out 1 week, 1
May
day
19th,
and 7
May
hours.
19th. So that's not this week.
Just over a week. Until that's released, which is nice. There'll be something for me to play, even though I have a ridiculous amount of games I need to play anyway.
I have this huge backlog. Let's buy this new game.
And just forget everything else exists.
The Witcher 2 I kind of got infuriated with. So at one point you have to find this key in the prison, and it took me 20 minutes, and then I just got annoyed. I got fed up and just thought, no, I can't be asked. And I just stopped. And even though
there is a lot of running around in that game.
a few hours in, still just lost interest. I mean, because I don't like, it's too much, I have to do this, boring. I mean, I don't hate RPGs, but I hate RPGs that make you do this stuff. Find this key in this without any help. It's not that it's hard that annoys me, but it's that the fact that I have to find a key. I mean, come on, give me something more exciting. I really want to like it, but I kind of did. Everything was great until now, and then suddenly.
Actually, Witcher 2 is part of my backlog. I need to finish that in 1 week, 1 day, and 7 hours.
Well, that's still 1 week, 1 day, and 7 hours for you to play it. That's enough. You can get 200 hours under your belt. Easily.
Oh, yes. I can do that with less time than that. Oh, yes. I think that's the last of it. Or at least anything interesting, anyway. We've probably missed something. I can guarantee you we've missed something, but... that will do.
Yeah, well, apologies for not having an amazing podcast this week, but I am free from Tuesday onwards, so I will be working more on this podcast. We are still fiddling with the concept a bit. See what works, what doesn't. And, well, I think that's the perfect length, right? So 50 minutes to an hour. I think that's what we're aiming for.
I like that length. It's comfortable.
It is, yeah. It's not too long or too short. I feel, any shorter, and then that would affect the quality. I mean, it would make it more boring. So the podcast from now on will be recorded on a Saturday, and editing will be done over the Saturday or Sunday, and it will be released every Monday from now on. We've agreed on that. So in case one of us can't make it, so we can, move it to a Sunday. Every Monday from now on. You can find us on soundcloud.com/Salimbo. iTunes, just type in the Combo Podcast. Also have another podcast if you're interested in football. Football Ramblings. It's on the same... plug. It's on the same SoundCloud profile. You can just type in Football Ramblings on iTunes as well. I've submitted this RSS feed to Stitcher and TuneIn Radio as well. So I'm not sure if it's been approved yet, but you should be able to listen to it in a few days. After this podcast has been released, if you're listening to it. I'm also on YouTube. I've got a YouTube channel I don't really use. We just take the audio and then just put it up on YouTube. If you want to listen to that, youtube.com/c/Salimbo. If you like the podcast, please leave a 5-star rating, review below and on the iTunes page. It helps us a lot. Helps us get a lot of exposure. If you feel yes,
help support us.
Yes,
and my heroin addiction.
Wait, what? Jeez. All right. You plug.
I also have stuff. If you like anime bullshit, I have a DeviantArt page, The Con Artists. I occasionally draw stuff and put them on there.
He makes good stuff.
Things happen. I also have a YouTube account, which I still haven't done anything with. Hopefully I will at some point in the future.
I'll put the links up on the show notes, as usual, if you didn't catch any of those. If you want to leave any feedback, just leave comments on the SoundCloud page below the track. And any interesting links we've mentioned will be in the show notes as usual. And we see you next Monday then. All right, goodbye.